Swedish art throughout the ages, a focus on formative and modern art. Sweden is a Nordic country, found in the northern parts of Europe around Norway and Denmark. Sweden's history is an interesting one, with it being heavily influenced by the countries directly surrounding it. In this presentation, I want to take you on a quick journey through the formation of Sweden up to its peak in artistic relevance and see how it draws ideas directly from its surroundings, both environmental and cultural. The Nordic countries include Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Greenland, and Scandinavia, with all of these countries having been allied in various ways for more than 1,000 years. As a result, each country directly influences the other. For example, the Kalmar Union of 1397 comprised all of the present-day Nordic countries under the Danish Queen Margaretha. This shows a very deep connection between the countries, and as a result, the changes in one country's culture would deeply influence the others. The history of Sweden as a nation-state is thought to have begun in 1523 under King Gustav I, after which it went on to become a hereditary kingdom. During this period, Sweden and Finland were one country, with the Kalmar Union dissolving in 1523. As a result, Sweden was very intertwined with the countries directly surrounding it, particularly Finland, but not as much involved with the rest of Europe. As time moved on, the Scandinavians sought to learn from artistic traditions and trends in the environment rather than the more European trends which dominated below them. In pre-modern art, the Swedish artists tended to focus on nature again, but also very recognizable things. Art in the 19th century developed a more nationalist side that recognized local specificities beyond the grand European model. Artists such as Anders Zorn and Carl Larsson painted very relatable scenes, such as a group fishing trip or farmers on a farm. Zorn in particular was known as a renowned portrait artist with a distinct skill for watercolors and then oil pastels. These works drew on European styles, but painted very different situations in order to differentiate themselves as Swedish artists. The idea of drawing on European styles while still isolating themselves as Swedish was a trend that continued until the more modern era. Moving into modern art, Swedish artists had a very particular way of focusing on different issues. Although bringing nature or non-human actors into art is not just done by Nordic artists, they've been able to focus on natural issues in a specific and direct way. These artists do a lot of social commentary work, much of it focusing on the environment. This piece by Jonas Dahlberg is a great memorial to those who lost their lives in the terrorist attacks in Oslo. This memory wound, as it is called, is a physical representation of the split in the land that was caused by these attacks. This is a combination of a social commentary through nature, which is a very common theme in Swedish art. A piece by Johan Wilnar is more of a social commentary on Swedish culture, not the environment. This scene depicts the invasion of urban society into the depths of the Swedish forests and bog that were once unknown by many urbanists. As society grows and expands, Sweden's natural beauty may be threatened by those that lack a level of respect for the beauty of nature. Environmental social commentaries are also present in Clara Leiden's untitled poster and in Elijah Lessa Attila's work Horizontal. Hemmendorf, on the other hand, presents more of a cultural social commentary with his Hamburger shoe commissioned by Nike. While previously Swedish art was very reliant on European influences, Sweden has managed to find its own niche in the art world with strong social commentaries on environmental and cultural issues.